Ever since the you-know-who trial, I've been seeing a lot of creators come out and talk about going to these freak-offs and talking about their experiences, what they ran into. So I was like, you feel what I'm saying? We definitely going to investigate this, because why were you there in the first place? Like, anything they got the name freak in it, I'm not going. But let's go ahead and get into it, man, with maximum efficiency. Come on.
Diddy is not the only one who had them freak-offs. If Diddy is, and Cassie definitely is a victim, Diddy ain't the only person going down. So y'all, I want a story time about how I unintentionally attended a freak off. I think it's crazy because people think that only Diddy started these freak offs, but I'm pretty sure anybody in the industry can tell you exactly how often freak offs happen.
No. I'm not trying to pause early, but how do you accidentally go to a freak off? There was some type of advertising that might not have been right. You ain't see that baby oil bottle, none of that?
This was back in like 2016. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Invited out by a group of people that were in the entertainment industry because I was a dancer and I had pulls and connects. I had girls, so like anybody else that was in that time, everybody wanted to go to Atlanta. Atlanta was the Black Hollywood. So I go to this restaurant, nice ass restaurant. I made a comment that I was cold, and these people literally brought me a personal heater. Like, I mean, to me, that was something, because I was young, and it's like, okay, little old me, okay. So fast forward that night, it was 3 men, and this is at the hotel. It was 3 men. I was family with one of them. So mind you, I was supposed to have 2 separate rooms. Everybody was in one room. I'm the only female in the room. That was the first red flag. I didn't care because I just knew at the end of the day, like, I could call up a female, and it's Atlanta, like, come on.
That heater was a red flag too. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because like if I say I'm cold and you bring me a whole heating device, I'm gonna be like, why are you accommodating me so much? Like, something's not, you want something out of me. Like,
hey, we go to this party that I wasn't even intentionally invited to. It was like I was just a +1. I did know the dude very well. It wasn't like he was a stranger. No, we had done plenty of shows together with, I don't want to name drop, but like I am just to show credentials. It was Jessica, Dom, Melissa, Stevie. We had to work with a couple people, okay? At the time, Love and Hip Hop was just starting out. So later on that night, it was a party, and it was a masquerade party. Did not know too much about masquerade parties. I just knew that it was this big mansion masquerade party, and everybody had to wear masks. So walking in, everybody had the type of mask that you wear to your face. If you didn't have one or brought one, they had them like at the table as soon as you walk through the door. Mind you, you did have to have a code, like a secret word, to get in. And once you get in, it was literally just like a regular mansion ballroom type of thing. So this is where it get crazy, right? So my homeboy, or whoever you want to call him, he's an older dude. I'm younger. You probably would have thought the nigga was my sugar daddy, but if you know, you know. And for the people in the SIP, if you know the only man that I was hanging around and now he's locked up, you do the math. And no, it's not Diddy. Be for real. So anyway,
I don't even want to do the math, shorty. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't want to do those calculations.
Also, this whole mansion party, it was like, you wouldn't have known if it was any celebrities there, like I said, because everybody had on masks. And I don't think this had anything to do with, like, no. So the guy that I'm cool with, he wanders off and he leaves me, because there was like this back room. It had a red rope and it was security standing there. And if you did not know anybody, like, you had to know somebody to get in this back section. Okay. That's like alcohol. But y'all, the alcohol was not the same type of alcohol that I drink now. And I was not a drinker until I started dancing. So it really makes me think now how much I honestly did not remember. Like, I don't know, minutes. He comes back. He says immediately, y'all, we gotta go. Y'all, when I tell you, when we get back to the room, this man act like he had seen a fucking ghost. And he literally told me, I'm trying to get straight to the point as possible. There were Asian kids that were performing on Caucasian men. There were Vietnamese or Asian serving on trays, dancing on top of tables, basically entertaining these men. And it was different rooms. It was room after room after room with this going on. He said that he was so disturbed because he had kids older than the kids that were doing all of this stuff. And the kids obviously had been so used to it. So honestly, it had me thinking, if a grown man is spooked out behind what he saw, what, like, how, till that day, y'all.
Hey, shout out to him. He really a hero type shit because yeah, that shouldn't be going on. I hope the laws got involved and all that shit. That's just odd, nigga. I never understand how you could have all the money in the world and you want to do some nasty ass shit like that. I'm not gonna go too much into detail because it's YouTube. We gotta abide by TOS. But you niggas is some sick sacks of shit. And if I ever see you, nigga, you gonna have to see me, nigga. You gonna have to see me.
When I say he was,
I might be broke, but you gonna have to see me.
like I said, promoters back then were not the same as promoters we're not the same as promoters now. Promoters back then actually booked people, like I said, we booked numerous of celebrities at the time, and it was never no problem. And like I said, the names that I dropped had nothing to do with this freak off, so that was just for credentials. But he stopped promoting, he stopped doing music, and he's also locked up right now for, like, I think drug charges, I don't know. But he was never the same after that. He saw, but a couple years later, after this whole Justin Bieber Yummy Yummy video came out, y'all, that stuff made me sick to my stomach, because as soon as you walk in, it was, just go watch that video if you ain't watched the video, but that's basically exactly.
Hey, what's wrong with the Justin Bieber Yummy video? That song was kind of hidden. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I think I saw the video, but I don't be doing all that hidden meaning shit. If you know what that was, let me know in the comment section type shit. And also, I wanted to add, masquerade party, never go to a masquerade party. I don't care who tells you to go. It's just something about niggas wanting to cover their face that screams sinister activity on the way. All right?
How it happened. So I say that to say this. Diddy is not the only one who had them freak offs. If Diddy is, and I can fact check everything. But anyway, stay tuned for the next story time about how one of the most famous rappers of their time tried to lie. Okay, so I wanted to...
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pivot. Like I said, these type of parties, anything freaky, if you're going to a party that has the word freaky in it, I don't know what to tell you, honestly. If I see the letter F on a party, I'm not going. Why would I even go to a function like this? It's disgusting. All right, but she has another story time. I thought I would add this with another story time of hers, and this is about her friend setting her up. And to be honest, it seemed like she got a worse life than Harry Potter in his prime, because she just be going through the most doom of all time.
I'll give y'all a quick story time about how I almost got trafficked by my best friend. Well, literally like set up in traffic. This is why you should trust who you hang around and watch your surroundings at all times. I was dancing in this little hole in the wall in New Orleans. And I had met this girl at the strip club my first night. She was telling me how she was best friends with my best friend, but I had never heard of this girl a day in my damn life. So when I asked my friend, at the time dance partner as well, I was like, hey, do you know this chick? She claims that she knows you. And she was like, yeah, she's cool. She's been dancing here a long time. We consider her like an OG. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm already getting in with the OGs. And if you know, like, when it comes to dancing. I actually knew I was literally a baby dancer, like 19. I'm 27 now. She invited me to brunch the next day. Mind you, I didn't stay in New Orleans. I stayed in Mississippi.
That's a motherfucking veteran, ain't it? Dancing for damn near 10 years? God damn.
And I didn't have a car at the time. Like I said, I was like freshly out of high school. Then she pulls up in this Mercedes, and she texts me that she's outside. So yeah, I get in the car, and she was already being a little awkward. Like, she was cool for the takeoff, but y'all, once we got on the interstate, craziest shit I had ever heard in my life. One of the questions was like, how would your family feel if you never came back? Like, if they never seen you again? Like, girl, who asks that, first of all? But anyway, I kept going with him. So I'm listening. I'm just telling her stuff. I'm telling her, like, why I started dancing, what's my goal dancing. Because at the time, I was really into, like, just the pole work. I didn't care too much about shaking ass and shit. And she was real fit, y'all.
You couldn't be on my motherfucking pole. That's what I'm going there for. And I'm not trying to pivot off of that. I'm just saying, like, come on now.
So also, I started to notice on the ride, to New Orleans, I would ask to go to, like, fast food and stuff. She didn't eat fast food. Like I said, she was real fit, and she had a very strict diet. She's ordering, like, I think like a parfait or something from McDonald's. I was ordering, like, all type of stuff, y'all. Wasn't the mission to go get brunch? Okay. So I'm texting my friend. She has my location. I'm texting her, every time that we, make a little stop or whatever, just to let her know, like, everything's okay. Like, I'm with such and such. She real cool so far. So mind you, while I'm making these phone calls, the girl is also making phone calls, but it's like a man's voice I'm hearing. I mean, every time we stop, y'all, we could literally like, and I brought my little chihuahua too at the time with me as an emotional support animal. I didn't care at all.
You gonna bring Chico to the strip club? Come on now. Let little Chico stay at the house and do his thing. Come on now.
She would stop and like call this man every single time we would stop or pull over. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I told my friend, I'm like, girl, does she have a boyfriend? Like I'm texting her like, hey, you know she got a boyfriend or something? Because every time we make a stop, she's calling this man, telling him where we at. My friend was taking too long to respond after I asked her if, if there was like a man involved or whatever. Or did she have a man? Okay, we get to the girl's house. Y'all tell me why we walk in and her lights are out. Her lights are out. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what we gonna do if the lights out? So guess who she calls? This man. So she's like, hey, like the lights are out. Like, what are we supposed to do? I'm supposed to be getting ready for brunch, but the lights are out. Like, it's like as if the lights are out was like a fucking key word or something. Then we go to this motel type of place. Mind you, I keep telling y'all this is like 2015, 16 at the time. So yeah, motels, hotels, it really didn't matter. So we check into this motel, and girl, when that motherfucker got on that phone that last time to tell that man where we was at, I lost it. Because why do you keep calling him and telling him where we at? Why does he need to know every little move? Like, it's not making sense. We get a knock on the door. It's the man. It's the man. He's like, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Shorty walks out the door. Soon as he says, hey, let me talk to you for a minute, Shorty walks out the door. So at this point, I'm just looking, like, like, yo, what's good? And he was like, hey, you're going to need my number from now on. So I'm like, all right. I start putting it. I'm going along with it. I'm like, all right, what's your number? I put the number in my phone, and I'm like, what do I need to save it as? Like, what's your name? This man says, save my number in your phone as King. So at that point,
yeah, I'm not saving no grown man name in my phone as King. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. You could be King James from Akron, nigga. I'm not doing that, nigga.
I literally lost it. I already knew what was going on. I had at this point acted like I needed to go to the restroom. Like I got his number, and told him it was nice to meet him. Was waiting on the girl to come back. When I came out the bathroom, she still wasn't there. It was still the nigga. Even taking a next breath without asking what the is going on. So he begins to ask me, how do I know my best friend? I'm like, no, how do you know my best friend? He's like, oh, she's been one of my girls for a minute. One of my girls, like, what the fuck do you mean? One of my girls. She's been one of my girls for a minute now. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? I was literally shaking in my motherfucking pants at this point. Get a knock on the door.
Damn, baby, how much powder you gonna put on your motherfucking, like, I don't do makeup, but come on now. That look like a lot of powder on that motherfucker. That's like 5 layers.
Do y'all wanna know who it is? Guess. It was my best friend.
Well, look, all I want to say about this is, I know this is a short video, but I really want to say, watch the line of work you get into, because even pole work, stuff like that, you just really got to be careful, because the underground of these scenes can be very dangerous. So I implore everyone to just get healthy, smart careers, not because you can't do what you want to do, but just in case someone's trying to do something like this, or if someone's trying to send you to a goddamn freak off. Because really, she got lucky that she was around kind of the right people to not get in trouble with any of these situations. So just be safe out here, ladies. Don't just be doing anything for some quick money. Just be motherfucking safe. Now, that is going to be the end of the video today, guys. If you like story times like this, you're going to be seeing a lot more of them. Please let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. That'd be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.
long day.